Hello everyone, welcome back. It's finally time for Halloween season. Today's video is going to be my first Halloween look of the year, and it's going to be a cartoony zombie makeup. If you're interested in Halloween makeup and all the fun, then please subscribe because there is a lot of that here. Now let's get started. Today's look is going to be a zombie, but I don't want it to be like a really 3D, people do such serious things when they do a zombie makeup. It's basically going to be a cartoon reiteration of a zombie. It's going to be a half zombie and half sick person look, I guess. There are a lot of things to do, so let's get started right now. The base of this makeup is going to be really light, like a pale person. So I'm going to be using this mixer from Makeup Obsession to create the half base of the really light face makeup. So basically I'm just putting this really light foundation mixer on my face using an old beauty sponge. And it's gonna be basically this part of my face because this is going to be the zombie. Yeah, this is way light. And I'm gonna leave my lips and my eyes out for this part and then only just half of my nose, I guess. And basically this is the line I wanna draw, something like that. So I think I already went overboard. And also around the lips. Probably a tiny bit more, just that much. Probably on the ear. This is half of the vision. And now let's draw a line. And then this part of my face, kind of drawing a line there, is going to be green. So of course I have my trusted green face paint from NYX. This is the Exist Fabulously, but right now I kind of want it to be a little bit more acid green, so I'm gonna mix it with some yellow. And this is the shade Sun Gaze. So green and the yellow, and I'm just gonna mix the two of them together. And now painting kind of like a slanted line here. Not really going for a straight line at all, but basically like this part. Leaving out the eyes and the eyebrows, I feel like. Just going for the skin and then also leaving a little bit underneath the eyes because I want to put something else there, a different color. And bringing it down the neck a little bit. And also on the ear, which is gonna be really fun to clean off, but still. So this is the green part, but I kind of want to make it stitch-like line there as if it was stitched together or something. So I'm gonna use my liquid liner. This is L'Oreal Matte Signature. And I'm just gonna draw a line following the green. Even down on my lip. And now some cross lines for the stitches themselves. Now the vision is kind of visible. Probably one above my lip. Okay, perfect. Now the eyebrows are going to be black, especially, well, actually this eyebrow. It has to be all black, so I'm using, of course, my Halloween pencil, which is the Max Factor Black Eye Pencil. Just a black block eyebrow. And now around the eyes, I want to put something really, really black. So I'm going into this black pot liner. This is the Music Flower one in complete black. I've never used this before, but this is what it looks like. And I'm going to just put this around the eyes, but I want to leave a little bit out for white, for which I'm going to be using the jumbo pencil from NYX. This is the Milk one. But the rest of the eye is going to be black actually. So on a fluffier brush, I'm just going into the black eye paint. And just blending them together basically. I'm bringing it almost up to the point of my under eye, but the very underneath of the eye I'm gonna leave blank for now. Just bringing this in to kind of blend it out, but also bringing it up to the eyebrow. Okay, and now the very underneath of the eye is going to be white using the jumbo pencil, just to make it more cartoonish, I guess. Yeah, exactly. I feel like the lid needs a little bit more blending. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is actually set the black with a little bit of black eyeshadow. I'm using the Going Out palette from Beauty Bay because it has a really amazing black eyeshadow. This is such a good black eyeshadow. So I'm using this to set the eye paint, especially on the lid because that's the part where it would be moving. Now this is the perfect black. And I feel like I want to put a little bit of color in the waterline because it's a zombie. I feel like it would be bloodshot or something. So I'm putting a red lip pencil in the waterline. And this is the Bourjois Contour Edition. And the shade is 06. Can you tell? I don't know. So that is the shade. Yeah, perfect. Just what I wanted. Okay, and now the lips are going to be also bloody. And for that, well, on this part. So for that, I'm using a red liquid lipstick. This is a Sleek liquid lipstick in Matte Me. That's the shade name 433. And then just putting this unevenly because it's kind of course, bleeding down. And also mostly bringing it all over around the mouth. Probably a little bit of a drip down. Okay. And now the other part of my face is going to be fairly normal, except it's going to be a little bit thicker looking. So for the eyes, I feel like I want to draw in dark circles. And for that, I'm using eyeshadow. I'm using my trusty palette from Astor. And I'm using the purple shade and then this darker shade on a smaller fluffy brush. I'm concentrating on the purple. I'm focusing on the purple and then a little bit of the darker shade and then bringing this just all over the eye. So on the lid, bringing it well to the crease, I feel like. And also in the inner corner where it would be bloodshot naturally. And then outer corner. And then the same thing for the under eyes, even down to the concealer area, so that it would be more of a sick looking eye. And then just messily blending this out. Okay, and then for the lips, I'm actually gonna be putting concealer so it would be all white looking and bloodless. And I'm gonna just blend that out in a minute. And then I feel like I need to correct the liner. Okay guys, so basically this is the look. It wasn't that hard now, wasn't it? Of course you can put on like a really dirty wig or something. I feel like this is kind of sufficient with the black top like this. So, okay, so this is my half zombie look. I hope you guys liked it because it's really simple once you have face paint. So look at the zombie and the look at the sick person. So I hope you guys liked it. I hope you will stick around for more Halloween looks. And until then, have a spooky month.